Yogendra ji, is India overreacting to George Soros' comments?
Let's get the facts clear. George Soros is an eccentric billionaire with all kinds of strong opinions about the world, about political philosophy. He's no BBC, he's no Amnesty International, he's not even a Freedom House. So, the strange thing is that no one in India, no one in the opposition, no one who's resisting Mr. Modi is coming out to say, Mr. Soros is great, listen to him, he's saying something important. No one is paying attention to him. Who's paying attention to him?
But isn't that strange? But isn't that strange, Yogendra ji? Just to interrupt you briefly,
that's
because
exactly
one of the points that he is saying...
Exactly my point, that it is so strange because the BJP wants to make Mr. Soros into an issue. No one is interested in Mr. Soros. And the problem is, I was listening to Swapan Dasgupta very carefully. The funny thing is that he says, we have been spat upon. Mr. Swapan Dasgupta, if you allow fraudulence to drape itself in national colors, you may not be spat upon, but you will be mocked at. This is what is happening to this country.
So is India being mocked for our response? Is that what you're saying? Is India being mocked for our response to Soros?
Well, India, I think people would laugh at it in a country that, you have the political machinery trying to respond to Mr. Soros about imaginary conspiracies. Do get me some evidence of Mr. Soros' investment in India, how much is being withdrawn, etc. Then let's talk about it. I think I heard Mr. Soros carefully. As I said, I really don't hold him in any high regard. But he says a few facts. Number one, he says Mr. Modi and Tycoon Adani are close allies. It's a simple fact. Everyone in this country knows it. And someone doesn't know, he has to go to some other country. That their fate is intertwined, that looks quite plausible. He says Adani was accused of stock manipulations, which is of course a fact. That Adani's stock collapsed like a house of cards, which is again a fact. He says that India is democracy, but Mr. Modi is no Democrat. He's not the first one to say that. Anyone who knows India even slightly would know these things. From that, he draws two conclusions. One conclusion is that Mr. Modi will have to answer questions from foreign investors. Of course, he will have to answer. If Mr. Modi and his darbaris welcome any foreign investment and
no, but Yogendra ji, that's just the point. That's why I am saying the key point mentioned by Soros is that there need to be answers, right? There need to be answers in Parliament, and there need to be answers of the association between the Adani Group and the Prime Minister. So therefore, is it not strange that the opposition, for example, the Congress, should choose to step back and not say that, look, no, what he's asking is what we are asking, because they're asking the same thing?
I think Congress has got smarter. They've not got into the trap that you have set for themselves. It would be churlish for Congress or anyone to try and play this game. I don't need Mr. Soros to tell me what questions we should ask him in Parliament. The questions are being asked. And yes, I agree with one thing that Mr. Swapan Dasgupta said, that there is absolutely no need for the Prime Minister of India to respond to George Soros. Of course, the Prime Minister of India needs to respond to the Parliament of India. He needs to respond to the people of India.
But he doesn't need to respond to Soros.
Which he hasn't addressed so far.